Right, guys, we are at the startup phase. So I'm just waiting for Explain to settle down and load all the scripts and everything. Then I'll get to the Zibo. Right, guys, welcome to the stream. I've taken the push to talk off. We have quite a few guys on Discord with me. So you're going to hear a bit of conversation between us that might not be Zibo related or flight related. We're a bunch of friends and we obviously, here for the enjoyment of the whole story. So feel free to join us on chat and let's make a party of this, so to speak. And this is Seattle. Not very nice weather, I must say. But it's fine for what we're going to do. Right. I'm going to start up JoinFS. Let's have a look, see if I can stay connected now. If it will connect in the first place. David, are you connected on JoinFS?
Negative, not yet.
Right.
I'm still learning in Excellent.
Alright, okay. So what I will do is just get the ground power going quickly. And make sure the brakes are set and call the ground crew while we're at it. That needs to go down. We did click here. Alright, brakes, hydraulics. And that is set.
4,500 overcast. Temperature 8. Dew point 6. Area QNH1004. Arriving runways 16 left. 16 center, 16 right, departing runways 16 left, 16 center, 16 right. Advise on
Kilo Sierra Echo Alpha Airport information. Golf 1653 Zulu. Weather wind 134 at 4. Visibility 6. Sky condition 500. Scattered. Ceiling 1000. Broken. Ceiling 2000. Overcast. Temperature 8. Dew point 6. Altimeter 2966. Advise on initial contact. You have
information Tango. 1600 Zulu weather. Wind light and variable. Visibility 6. Sky conditions 500 scattered, 2,500 broken, 4,500.
Something is giving me an ATC here. Oh, there we go. That's on COM2. How annoying.
Nico, is there a way that I can see a name on your aircraft or something?
It's probably saying Skymatics or Nico. It should say something like that.
Yeah, but remember we took the names off last time with I asked you.
Yeah, let's have a look, see. JoinFS settings. Mine actually says show nickname in simulator and it is Skymatics. So mine actually, it says that in JoinFS if you go to file and settings. I presume you are connected.
Yes, I am.
Alright, so then
yeah, I think we shut down the stuff in Explain somewhere. I'll have to go look.
AI, so go to flight configuration, AI traffic, make sure you've got 3 Cessnas in there. 3 little Skyhawks.
Mic off. Mic on.
You're not making this live on any. What stream are you using?
YouTube. It's live on YouTube. Dobby,
I haven't got it.
Must be there. Hold on. The link is in Skymatics chat. David, I've got you. You're on the other side of the terminal building. I can see you. Oh boy, this is awesome. You are still semi-sunken, but that is a problem that JoinFS creates, so I'm not even worried about that. The fact is that we can see each other and we can fly together. What are you doing now? Are you disconnecting or what?
Yeah, I moved.
Yeah, now my whole simulator is frozen up until you spawn again. There we go. Oh yeah, now you're next to me.
So the last I got is your landing practice.
Just press F5 or Control F5 and then you should see I'm live again. Yep. Welcome, David. Welcome to the stream. Now we can fly together, buddy.
Thank you.
So, hold on. What is Cloudybox looking for? Oh, he's just... No, not important. Cool. Where's other David now? Why does he keep on falling out? Going to AFK? Don't know. Can you see the stream, George?
No.
And if you follow that link I just posted above your head there, I can see it.
Whereabouts did you post the stream?
On my YouTube channel, but go on top of your head here. Just look up, you'll see a Skymatics chat room.
Yeah, I see it there.
Yeah, just click it. Tell me when you get it. I've got some viewers online already.
That's it.
Alright, okay, good. So then I can start my prepping. My course is running. Right, so the VA will get their data and I can earn some miles there. Let's have a look. Okay, all of that is done. What is...
Mic off. Mic on. Mic off.
I have you. I got you now, Nico.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Mic on.
David, how far are you in your planning? Are you getting there?
Yeah. I'm almost ready to push back. Give me another 5 minutes.
Okay. There's no rush. I'm just checking because I'm obviously, just going on my merry way, but I'm waiting for charts to download, so that's why I'm asking. We said 10 right, eh? David? Dobby? On the right. I think we said 10 right. Yeah, it's 10 right that we said.
No, 10 left.
Yeah, the planning says 10 left. Okay, it's up to you. Doesn't matter. We've got it's GPS arrivals, so the FMS will fly the arrival basically. It's just curious. Makes no difference to me really what I take here, to be quite honest. Let's just take the Z. Distance is correct. Execute. Okay, I see this arrival includes vectors, so we're just going to have to help ourselves there when we get there.
Thanks, Nico.
For what? For what, George?
No, thanks for taking Jefferson's.
Oh yeah, yes, I forget about it sometimes, sorry. D-rated -2 takeoff, we can do a shallow climb, we don't need to rush. And what is our 31, ACL temperature is 31. This morning in my previous stream I couldn't get any performance takeoff calculation done in TopCat. It just refused. Nothing I did worked, so I had to fall back to Toper, got it right, and it was a good flight until that landing. Oh goodness. That landing was amazing. I got it right the first time, like you saw, but trying to hand fly 2 more circuits was a no-go, and then we ran out of fuel, and that's why I made that short little 20-minute stream, just to show you guys I can actually land. Must just, like you say, George, you're the one always advocating sterile cockpit. Man, when you've got 20 flying pigs and 5 sheep and a horse running around, yeah, it's difficult to concentrate. Right, takeoff page. We need to get rid of Adobe before we forget about that. So we're going to do flaps 5. 148 and a 5.
Kilo Sierra Echo Alpha Airport Information Juliet 1653 Zulu Weather Wind 134 at 4 Visibility 6 Sky Condition 500 Scattered Ceiling 1000 Broken Ceiling 2000 Overcast Temperature 82.6 Altimeter 2966 Advise on initial contact. You have information Juliet. Kilo Sierra Echo Alpha Airport Information.
David from America.
Yeah, I'm here.
What did I promise I would show you? There was something I said I would show you on stream.
Well, it was trying to get the charts to come up on the EFB. We can do that.
No, that's fine. It's fine. I've got a couple of minutes to spare. Let me show you. I presume you have gone to plugins and you've gone to the AVI tab, and then you have set up your Navigraph account in this page. You'll see it come up on stream just now. I presume you've done that bit, right? Or not yet?
Correct. Hang on, I'm going to bring up X-Plane. Go ahead and continue what you're doing.
All right.
I have the Navigraph linked in there, yes.
Okay, right. So the next step would be to go to AVI tab at the bottom. Then you go to airport. So what we do is we type in KSEA for whatever airport you're at. We are here, so we're going to use that. Then what you need to look for is in the upper right hand side there are like 3 little stripes. You'll see it come up. Just that's 3 little lines, one on top of another. You know, the universal menu button basically, or bottom universal menu sign as such. So if you click on that, it actually will bring up the charts for you. Tell me when you see my list of charts come up.
Mic off.
Yeah, it's showing. I got it.
Mic on.
Alright, sorry. Just took a sip of cool drink there. Right, then, so you click on airport, and then you look for airport information. This is rather easy. There's our aircraft and there's the chart. And you can then zoom in and out just by using the mouse. So what I usually do for the streams, you know, just to look fancy, so I would basically add them up. So I would scroll back, go to the departure now, and then we would look for our one, Harbour 6. This is the departure that we're going to take. So now you can flip between the tabs at the top, you see. We can actually then close the airport name as such, the search facility. Alright, then if you really want to look different or fancy or whatever, you can always take the tablet out. Just go put it somewhere there, so then you've got it like in your field of view.
Okay, I'll give it a shout. I'm trying to get the airplane to load up.
100%. Okay. Right, your damper and fuel pump. And let's start the APU.
Nico, when you get the time, maybe you should just think about doing a YouTube video on X camera.
George, you're 100% correct. As soon as I have a moment, we can do something like that.
Did you get the Join FS to work?
Yes, it is. So in future, if you want to fly with us, you just load up Join FS, join us, and if you look out my window there's David. He's a bit sunken in the ground there, but that's an issue just with the client, so it's not anything else. So yeah, then you can fly with us, and we can make a nice group flight.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah, then we don't have to worry about ATC and the rules and, supervisors, screaming at you for not doing something perfect.
That would definitely help me.
Absolutely, and then, it's a nice introduction and stepping stone to get then into an ATC controlled kind of a network, but this is a good place to learn, a good place to start. So there's David, he's in the Airbus there. Oh, sorry, we said we're going to call him Davy. Sorry, that's it. Right, okay, done the announcement. I can actually call ground services. Davy, how far are you?
Just finished my planning.
Okay. So before I call them, let's just run through a couple of things on my side, make sure I did everything I should have done.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up. Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Yes, John, it does. Let me show you. You should be able to see the blur right about there where the mouse is, just above the mouse now.
So connected and bypassed and inserted. Release parking brake. Start exercise. And you may start engine.
Thank you.
All right, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
Need to be turned off and put away at this time. This does include all cellular phones and two-way pagers. Flight attendants, please prepare your doors for departure and cross-check.
Can you go and push him back?
Just give me a second, I'm going to be almost behind you. If you can see you can do it, then fine. Just don't bump into me. Yeah, I'm gonna block you off here. Depending on how you set up your beta push back, I'm right behind you.
Cool, no problem there, see you.
Yeah, thanks for asking. I mean, can you imagine these two naughty aircraft crash into each other?
Well, we are flying together, that's the polite thing to do, I
Operation
think.
complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tow.
Just
Stand
think how
by.
unpolite it will be if you take off your right wing before you even...
Yeah.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Thank you, I have the pin. Darby, I'm going to literally just move forward probably 100 meters just to get out of your way here.
Thank you.
Might be more than 100 meters. I just want to get on the taxiway there. There's a huge gap between us and the taxiway, so I'm taking some artistic license here. Just crashing over there, or crawling over there, whatever you want to call it. Okay, I have my parking brake set, and then I'll quickly just check all the rest. Okay, I have flaps 5 and a green light, so I'm happy. The ladies are busy talking their talk in the back.
Open the cover by pulling the red tab or compartment handle to break the seal. Remove the vest from the package like this.
Put the vest on over your head, wrap the strap around your waist, and attach the buckle. Pull the loose end of the strap to tighten.
Once outside, pull down on the red tab to inflate the vest, or blow into the red tube on the side of the vest. There is also a light that will illuminate upon contact with water. Never inflate the vest inside the airplane. If necessary, an infant life vest will be distributed by a flight attendant. The safety card shows how to use the vest.
The crew will now be coming through to do a final cabin check. We'll be back after takeoff with more information about your flight.
Roger, they are pushing back.
Go for it.
I see that AVTAB 3.14 is out with, and it's got a NASA. The little pictures on the front are quite nice.
Yeah, it's changed the whole Zibo thing as well. I must actually go check. I'm not sure if I actually updated the original AVI tab, but in the Zibo it definitely is. Looks like the mist is lifting a bit. It's going to be a nice day there. Darby, I'm going to start taxiing to the runway, okay?
Roger that.
We need some separation anyway.
clear for takeoff, please.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Thank you, you too. Okay, I've just realized I've got the wrong chart here. Hold a second. I'm supposed to take off in the other direction. Or I've got my whole runway situation mixed up. Let me see. We're supposed to take off 16 left. Yes, that's correct. That is where I am. So I've got the wrong flippin' chart on there. No, I don't. It was the right one. The way it displays on the tablet here is just too small to actually notice. I need to drag it that way because it's actually got its little portion coming from runway 16 left. So my mistake. I almost got confused. Well, I was, to be quite honest. Okay, Davy, I'm gonna take off then. Are you okay with that?
100%.
Okay.
Approach 16 left. On runway 16 left.
Toga, there we go. Rolling. Yes, John. It's very nice. Those engine sounds superb.
Taking off.
Wow, that's beautiful. David, did that help you a little bit, the bit of explanation I gave on the tablet? David, are you still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, did a little bit of explanation help on the tablet?
Yeah, I'm loading up X-Plane right now. I'm gonna do the 172 and then load up the Zibo. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, I am able to hear you now, yes, thanks. I heard you're gonna do the 172, then Zibo and try it, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure. The first time I pushed the button, it didn't transmit.
Yeah, I definitely didn't, so I heard you second time. Every time I want to click it, the thing moves. Come on, there you go.
It's quite cool. I've actually got you on my TCAS following the flight plan.
Yeah, fantastic. Before takeoff and so on, I was actually watching you on TCAS as well.
Hey, Nico.
Yes, David.
When you did the left turn there, your head moved. Was that because of X camera?
No, sir, that's because of XP Realistic.
Okay.
You'll see every time it turns, it's like it's got a bit of inertia or something in it, and you know you can feel the turn basically.
Yeah, G-forces.
Yeah, exactly.
Nico, is there any reason why anything I say, whatever I say, everything gets repeated, including what anybody else says, gets repeated a little while later?
George, it's very simple to understand. Discord is live. It goes out with the video feed. The video feed is like 5 to 10 to 15 seconds later. So what I would advise is to turn down the volume on the actual feed on YouTube. Just switch that off, because otherwise you're always going to hear it, you know, more than once.
Roger, will do. Thanks.
Hi Liam, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you again. I hope this pilot knows what he's doing.
I hope so too, because it seems like this Airbus is really going like worse than a boat.
Why?
I'm catching up to you, and it seems like I might overtake you on this route.
Ooh. Ooh.
So I'll be the guinea pig to go down first, maybe.
Ah, it's fine. I'll slow down if you want to.
No, it looks like I'm going to really overtake you because I'm about 15 nautical miles away from you. And I was 30 when I got into the air.
Okay. Well, in my FMC, I programmed it to climb very slowly and to, you know, take it easy. But I'll remember next time not to do that. You know, I mean, I'll show you. Don't you worry.
Oh, great. It's going to be an air race.
Yes. Buckle up, guys. Buckle up.
Buckle up, Buttercup. Yeah, this is coming for you. This is so cool. I can actually see your contrails.
I'm glad we stuck it out with Join FS. I was really getting so annoyed and so peed off with it. I almost said, stick it.
Check that link. How cool is that?
Hey, that is nice. That's really nice.
What do you have? You got a master caution light. What's that?
Oh, that's me. Oh, let me show you. What happens is the center fuel pumps need to be switched off now because there's no more fuel left in center fuel pump. And if I go up here and I actually switch them off, problem goes away. So it's just telling me to remember to switch them off.
Yeah, I couldn't read what the message was on the.
Yeah, it just says fuel. But that's just, like I say, cautionary thing. You obviously don't want the fuel pumps to run dry, you know, they're going to burn out, so you have to switch them off. When we took off, I had something like 1.4 ton of fuel in the center tanks, and that's obviously been used up.
Nico, what is my weather engine called?
The NOAA weather plugin. Why? Did you hear me?
Yeah, check the chat there. The guy said it looks amazing, so I told him my flight sim is actually stock standard with only the NOAA weather plugin. That's the only thing that I'm using on weather that makes a difference. Flight.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, the chat was hidden a bit, so I've brought it to the forefront, thanks. I see we've got 8 viewers. Welcome, guys. Thank you for joining us. We are not doing a very formal flight. This is us just, you know, playing around, enjoying ourselves. So you're welcome to just enjoy it with us.
Been streamed for nearly an hour and a half.
Yeah, but a lot of it was fluff. A lot of it wasn't really streaming. It was us struggling with JoinFS, trying to get everything going. And now that it's working, it won't be that long before we start the next stream, you know. So I'm happy.
That's interesting. My Navigraph didn't update.
Ooh, that's bad. Run the updated quick.
Yeah, I did that last night. That's why I don't understand why it didn't update.
I had to run mine twice. As a matter of interest, it didn't update all of my plugins either. Just didn't.
Alright. You shut this off and start again.
I don't care what anybody says. It is a grand view. That was a grand view.
Your graphics are amazing on your computer.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. I'm getting a bit of turbulence up there. Nico, I'm going to stay on 35,000 just in case. I'm going to cause conflicts.
No, that's fine. 100%.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again from the flight deck, we level off now at our cruising altitude. We're going to go ahead and turn off the fasten seatbelt sign. I'd like to kindly ask if you are staying in your seats to keep those seatbelts comfortably fastened for your safety. Onboard computer showing an on-time arrival, no ATC delays either. We're going to stay quiet up here, have you enjoy the flight and the service. Once again, welcome aboard.
Very misty, overcast day. I mean, you can't really see the ground or anything. It's not nice down there. George, when are you coming to fly with us? Are you going to join us on Join FS sometime?
Yeah, I didn't know you were flying on Join FS tonight.
Ah, that's fine. We must arrange it for next weekend then. To be honest, I don't think we did either. It was we had the hope of doing it, but we didn't know we were actually going to get to do it.
Okay, Nico, so for some reason my Navigraph is not going over to the Zibo. What folder is that supposed to go to? Because I'm missing like the X-Plane 11 folder in the Navigraph data manager.
Did you watch both my videos? Did you do the installation correctly on both videos?
I believe so, yes. So I'm not even in X-Plane right now. I'm trying to figure out in the Navigraph data manager just to get the Navigraph to go into the Zibo itself, not
Okay.
the.
No, how it works is there is no specific Zibo data. It uses the default explain data. So I'm going to take a screenshot and show you what mine looks like, and you just copy and make yours do the same.
Okay. That's the folder I was wondering about. So it's the default 737 or the default aircraft.
Yeah. Your default folder in explain is just custom data, and then under custom data some of the planes use a GNS 430 folder, so it's just those two.
Okay.
I put a screenshot into the stream there, and then you'll see the two at the bottom. That's explain 11 and Tolus. That's your normal explain custom data folder, and then underneath it you've got the GNS 430, which then services all the other aircraft.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know how I lost that connection out of my Navigraph.
You know, IT, anything is possible.
Nick, it seems like you're pulling away from me now.
Yeah, it's possible.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I installed a little Lua script called B2 volume control. Now, I can't find it in my explain. It's not showing up. I don't know if I might have put it in the wrong folder by mistake, but I can't see it. Let's check. No, it's here. It's not working. A guy from Canada, Norman, he recommended I try that because we were talking about sound volume in explain. Now I've got it. I promised him I'll install it and test it, but I can't get it going. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but it's not here. Oh, there it is. There, at the top right. Not sure how this thing works. Can you guys hear a difference in the sound volume?
Let me check. I have it muted just so I don't
Oh
get
yes,
that.
of course. Sorry, don't worry. Because I hear a sound difference, but I was just curious. Don't worry, David. It's fine.
Let me check. I have it muted just so I do hear it.
Okay, cool. And I hear the echo. Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. That seems to work a little bit better than the slider bars where you have to go out of the flight sim.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a bargain.
What was the name of that?
B2 volume control. Bravo 2 volume control.
Was it on the org?
Yes. Yeah. It's like a few kilobytes in size. 6.43 kilobytes. It's just a script.
Yeah, there's a sound difference. As you come closer, it's louder, and as you move, it gets softer. So it's working nicely in that respect.
Yeah, the moving closer and further is actually messing with it, because naturally in X-plane, if you move away, the sound's going to become softer. So that's why I changed one of the zooms there, and I actually got closer, then started fiddling, so I have a better grasp of what's happening. It does seem to work very nicely, because I mean, if I go to the orbit view, let's do that. I mean, it's not like you guys all of a sudden have to reach out for the remote controls or the volume knobs and turn down the volume, you know. Oh, Davey, look here, I can see you, bro. I'm gonna show you now. Look on the screen, you can see your aircraft with control coming up at the back.
Yeah, I'm about 13 nautical miles out from you. 13.
Okay, so George, to come back, you know, if you go to orbit view, in the old days, I was always wary of the fact that it is so loud, and I don't want to annoy people, but I like seeing the orbit view, and I like going outside. So this just makes it so much easier to control the volume. What I did was, in the broadcasting software, I put a cap on the volume so that it doesn't go over a certain limit. But this makes it really, really easy.
Can you send me the link? You don't have to do it now for the B2.
Yeah, sure.
I can't seem to.
Sure. I haven't got much to do now, so unless you guys talk to me, I'm sitting here just as bored as you are. I'll gladly do it now. Let's see.
And that works much better because, as you say, when you go to the orbit view, it used to get very loud compared to being in the cockpit, compared to being inside the cockpit.
And yes, sorry Liam, I see you have also commented. Thank you for your input. Yeah, George, it's marvelous. I love it. There's your link in the stream, David. I've put it there because anybody who watches the video later can also then pick it up. And no point in keeping it, you know, secret to ourselves.
Okay, cool, thanks.
Man, I feel much more comfortable coming out now, like this, to the outside view. Davy?
Yes?
I told you we shouldn't have bought from those Indians there on that back alley, eh? Look at the smoke. That's flippin' diesel, that's not Jet A1 we're burning here.
Yep.
Yep, Liam, indeed, it's crazy. And the funny thing is, some people have super white ones and then they complain about it at night because it's like it's shining, like there's a light in it. It's so super white.
Imagine how much bigger it would have been when it's 4-engine.
Yeah.
I just posted a link there. Have a look at my contrails. They don't quite look too bad.
Well, now. Oh, I probably have to allow it again. Hold on.
I know it's there.
Also. No, yours looks super. So I wonder who stole mine. Somebody stole mine. Huh.
Nico, Join FS works with X-Plane, the PMDG, and then does it work with the Microsoft Flight Simulator?
Well, yeah, it works with P3D, FSX, as well as X-Plane. That's why we moved over to Join FS 2 or odd years ago, whenever it was launched, because the software that we had prior to that was only compatible with Microsoft Flight Sim, so FSX and P3D. And that caused a problem for X-Plane, and this is one of the reasons we went to Join FS, so that everybody can join in.
Very cool.
And the way it works is it's like in what we call a distributed star or a peer-to-peer kind of scenario. So I host the session on my actual work file server here in my office, but everybody gets their little mini client, and then it works like, you know, peer-to-peer, almost like a torrent. Everybody shares the data, so it's not, you know, killing one system, and everybody shares a little bit of it, you know, and it really works well. I mean, your buddies that you fly with, you guys are more than welcome to just, you know, you connect to my hub, but you fly on your own. It's got nothing to do with me really, and then we can use it anytime. Otherwise, you're going to have to set up a server for yourself, you know, so I'm just trying to save you some hassle there.
Is it on your Discord server?
No, it's on my actual work file server.
No, is the link to that on your Discord server?
Oh, the link, no, hold on. There you go, that's the actual download link, and this is for the beta version. It's the only version that currently works in X-Plane 11.30 that we got to work. Not one of the others worked. It was a mess ever since 11.30 came out. Liam, yes, you can. You must just do the substitution. What happens is they've upgraded the model matching a little bit. So what happens is when you connect and all you and your buddies are there next to each other, you must just substitute them if JoinFS did not pick them up correctly. So you would then go to your JoinFS client, for instance. You would go to the aircraft little pop-up. So in the menu system, you go to aircraft, and there's a pop-up, and then you right-click and click on substitute on each aircraft, and then you select from the list what they should look like.
I forgot that you were not on VATSIM because I was going to go on VATSIM Live and just check what the progress was like on the map.
Give me a second. I'm trying to get the map for you quickly. It sometimes works, sometimes doesn't, so give me a second. And there's a lot of scripts to work through. I just check each script before I let them run. Give me a second. We're not on this map. Let's see why not.
Nico, what is the SASL plugin error?
SASL, that is the copy protection thing, I think, from JAR. Why? You got it.
Yeah, got a warning AC20 system SASL plugin error.
But can you still fly?
Seems like it.
I jumped off the channel, I don't know why. Did you, Nico, did you stop using reshape?
Yeah, I had to stop because of the bad frame rates that I was getting.
Okay, can you help me disable that later?
No, it's easy. Go into your explain root folder, look for a file called opengl32.dll and delete it. Hi Norman, we were just talking about you. How did you know? Okay, George, no, I don't see us on the map. It's not showing us and I don't know why. Let me show you the navigraph, then you'll get an idea. Norman, I loaded your audio volume control thing. You'll see it on the screen here. Absolutely super. I've implemented some changes to my exterior view, so now I'm not shy to go into an orbit view. See, now I'm not blasting everybody with tremendous sound noise here.
It seems all my instruments are gone. Not dead, but they're irresponsible.
Man. Damn it, man.
It's just my bad luck. I'm dying to have a good flight and I haven't had one in
Yeah, I'm very impressed with this plugin, Norman. Thank you very much for suggesting it. I didn't know it existed. Davy? I don't know what to say. Let's see if we can find out what the story is. Liam, if he reloads his aircraft right now, he's going to have to start the flight over. That's a pity.
It's looking very, very nice. Nico, it looks beautiful.
Yeah. There's the map on Navigraph, so you can see how far we've got to go. We're just about 3/4 of the way.
How did you bring up your volume control?
With this plugin thing, the script.
Yeah, I put it in the resources folder. I don't see it on the
No.
cockpit.
No, what you do is it hides itself. Take your mouse to the top right hand corner, it will appear in the cockpit. Liam, the reason it says that is it implies that you should not use it for real world operations. It is for flight simulator use only. The reason is very simple. It's about litigation. It is about legal responsibility and court cases. If you use one of these charts, there is no reason why you cannot use it. But if you get in an accident and they find out you used a flight simulator chart, whether it's exactly the same thing or not, but because it's designated flight simulation, you're going to get in big trouble. So you can't do it. It's just illegal.
I mean, it's just the bottom there, not for navigational use, in red at the bottom right end.
Yeah, so he was asking why. Surely it is meant for that. Yes, it is. But the charts that we have here has basically been adapted for us for flight simming, and it's not supposed to use in the real world.
You're going to leave Navigraph on.
I removed it long time ago. Refresh your screen.
Okay, it's only gone off now. Okay, I see it. I keep on forgetting about that 15-second delay.
Okay. I don't watch John Fly streams at all, so I would have missed that.
Makes two of us.
I'm very particular in terms of the streams that I watch or the videos that I watch. I don't watch a lot of these guys. In the morning when I wake up, JD is usually streaming, so I join him on channel or Discord or something, and then we talk a lot of things about the Zibo, him being the test pilot, and also there's a lot of information exchange, and obviously we've become big friends now, so I usually get him in the mornings, and then I speak to Twixter about 9, 10, 11 in the morning our time. Then it's about 2, 3 or 4 in the morning his time, wherever he is, and we get a nice hour or so chat in before he goes to sleep. And I'm obviously at work somewhere, sitting under a tree or something, you know, taking a quick break. And sometimes you can't, sometimes you work through it, and you just quickly glance over and chat when you can.
Now, one thing I do, John Fly and Captain Canada, they both seem to have, their videos seem to be too long and not that informative.
Yeah, I don't like to watch videos for entertainment's sake. I get my entertainment somewhere else. When I watch somebody, I want to learn something. I want to, you know, be made a better person, so to speak. I mean, I'm not a big showman. Anybody who watches my streams can tell you I'm not a showman. Those guys are showmen. They do shows, and good for them. It's their story. But when I watch something, I watch it for a purpose.
That's the reason why I follow just those educational and training videos. Some of those that are from real life part.
Yeah. Well, thank you for at least being here with me then, because I'm not teaching anybody really anything. It was what I taught tonight with this stream was with Darby behind the scenes. You know, nobody saw what I taught him and how I got him going and things like that. So, but I want to tell you something else. I've been toying with the idea of setting up a bit of a teaching stream again, to get the new guys into Zibo, to do what I did with Mario way back when, if you remember the Mario video that we made, where we actually school the guys. We teach the guys the basics from navigation, flying the aircraft from point A to point B, and you know how to do it properly. Because when I watch some of these streams and streamers, I cringe. I really cringe. I don't know how half of, or more than half of the guys actually fly this aircraft. It's crazy.
Well, what actually upsets me is that the guys don't follow the proper procedures in complete dark and startup procedures and put all the right switches on at the right time. They just go and throw anything at they like, and well, hopefully it'll work. You know, that's kind of situation. And to me, that's not what I want to learn. I want to learn exactly what happens, exactly how it's supposed to be, so that if I had to be sitting in there and I followed that process, I know that that process is correct. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, same for me, same for me. Everywhere I have flown today, we've had this massive cloud cover. You can hardly see the ground.
Maybe it's northern hemisphere.
Yeah, possibly.
Winter.
Liam, look below the video in the comment section. There is a link called My Private Hangar. If you go in there, knock yourself out.
Are you going to do another stream with for the version 3.3, 3.3?
What do you want to see about 3.3?
No. I'm just thinking. I'm thinking for anybody else who might come on and they get they don't start at 3.1. They go straight in. They come in and they start up with 3.33. So you know, I was just wondering because there's not much change between that and 3.3.
No, there's not. What I did was, if you go to the installation video on the K model, the last installation video we did live, if you go there and you look at the description, I've got the new manual in there anyway, so anybody who watches the video and finds the manual will get the latest manual. So do what I told Liam just now. Go into my private hangar below this video in the description. The new checklist, everything is there. The checklist, the C list, the installation guide, everything is in there, plus a lot more.
Yeah, I downloaded those PDF files.
Great stuff. Norman, let me see what you said here. Who was it that had the Bell 49 that was displaying that? Was it like a tutorial, or just come, let's look at what it looks like? As a matter of interest, I actually own the Bell 407 for X-Plane, and I can't fly it because I don't have any more USB ports to plug my X52 joystick into. I bought an expansion card, came home, put it into my PC box, and the PC box covers half of those silly little USB plugs, openings, and I can't get my USB plug in there, so I still need to take a side cutter and cut out, you know, some opening that I can actually get them useful again, and then I'll fly the 407 a lot.
What about that little hub that's got like 4 ports in and connects to 1 port on your one USB?
George, I've got them. I've got some of them already running. I've got 2 of them, in fact, connected to the PC already. The card, Liam, that I bought is a PCI Express card, so it goes into the motherboard, and it has got the openings at the back, as you say there. But the opening that the box gives you in between where you put your expansion cards, those little lips, whatever you want to call them, they are too broad. So they actually now sit where I need to get my plug in. And that's why I say I need to take a side cutter or something and cut them out. I have no idea how tough they are, but we'll break them if we have to, you know, to get them going. Yeah, that would have been cool. I like the 429. I've actually got it. I probably have to update it because, like you heard, I'm not unable to fly helicopters. I like what they did there. If I had the money, I would have loved to get a helicopter license. You know, that would have really been the icing on my flying dream. So that's why I bought the 407. I've seen a lot of guys fly the 429. I like that Owen guy here that was introduced to SA Flight Simmers. I mean, if you look at these videos, he loves flying that 429. It's a nice little bird. I don't know if you guys know Sergio Costa from Helisimmer. He's been on our channel here with us. We've had some nice discussions, and we actually played a little bit on Join FS together with the helicopters. He's big into helicopters, and that's a nice guy. You guys can go look up Sergio Costa on helisimmer.com.
Listen, is that weather on your ND there?
Yes, yeah. So we've got some on the left, but little bit. The bulk of it is somewhere on the right.
Could be out to sea, just on the, off the coast.
Yeah, it's far off because I'm zoomed in at very long range. So there's 20 nautical miles. It's more than 20 away from us. George, I was sitting in the Mango Airlines jump seat the other day flying down to Cape Town. The video is on my YouTube channel. You guys can go have a look. And at more than one instance, we had the TCAS little blimp come up. And I was looking at this, and the aircraft would seem to come very close to us. But what they do, the way they fly the aircraft, is they always have at least 2 waypoints visible. So they will always fly something like what I'm showing you guys now. I'm at 40 nautical miles zoom there, so that's 80 I think in total, obviously. So they will always have 2 waypoints. Now in South Africa, the waypoints are so far between each other that they run on a 160 scale, like that. So when the blimp comes up on TCAS and it says to you that there's an aircraft and you can visually see it, it looks exactly like we've got here. And that thing comes so pretty close. It's not really close. When you zoom in, it's like that, the weather that you see over there. The moment you zoom in, you see, oh no, that's more than 20 nautical miles from me. But it's a strange feeling when you're sitting in the real aircraft and you check this little thing come up and it's coming right for you, and, and you don't take into account that the scale is out.
Oh, that looks better.
Well, that's my cue. I better start prepping. And we're almost at top of descent.
Yeah, so we're going to start hitting sterile cockpit again.
Kilo,
almost.
Sierra, Foxtrot, Oscar, airport information, Romeo, 175-6, Zulu, weather, wind, 147 at 12,
That's some people.
visibility,
That's
9,
something that
sky
some people
condition,
might not
few clouds at
realize.
1,200,
the stereo cockpit.
ceiling 2,500, broken, ceiling 3,300, overcast, light, rain, temperature 13, dew point 8, altimeter 2951, advise on initial contact, you have information, Romeo.
Ah, this thing wants it in
Kilo,
hectopascal.
Sierra, Foxtrot, Oscar, airport information, Romeo, 1756, Zulu, weather.
Need to grab my active sky here. That's a quick way of converting it. Liam, the 700 is about to be released. The Max is being tested and being developed, and the 900 is also in development. So the 900 has been released, then goes back into development, been released, then goes back. So there's quite a few in the same Boeing 700 range that he's busy working on. The 737 MAX 8 is like I said being tested. JD is actually flying it right now, so he was flying from Cancun to San Diego earlier. That's a 4.5 hour flight. In actual fact, I'll better check. I'm not sure if he's still flying it, but he was. Speak to Normand. Normand is the expert here. Dave, just ask Normand. For me, it sits at the top right hand corner. I just move my mouse there. I don't click anything. I just hover the top right hand corner and it works. Did you restart your X-Plane after installing it?
Yeah, I've done this 3 times now. It just will not work.
And you put it into the Lua scripts folder, and Lua is running in your system.
That is correct.
Damn.
Just look at the right, when that little auto hide screen pops down, it's just below it to the right. If you put the mouse there, a little icon of the volume control of the volume, or a little speaker will pop up underneath.
I'm just popping out. I'll get back to you guys shortly.
Sure. Liam, I see Cloudybox is still streaming the max. Have a quick look here. That is his Twitch page. It's about to land, so if you want to see it, you better go quickly. This is funny, I've got my stream going and I'm watching his landing. Man, the wind is messing him around, eh? now I'm telling my own viewers to go check someone else. That's stupid. It's funny.
Jeez, they come close to the power pylon.
Whoa, yeah. I'd say that's a hazard, man. That shouldn't be there. Yeah. Well, he made it. David, there's a message for you. I don't know if you saw it here on my stream. Thank you, Norman. I'm sure everything will return to normal when Cloudybox has stopped his aircraft that side. I'm sure David will see the message. I'll tell him to look if he hasn't.
Well, guys, welcome finally to San Diego. And I can't lie, that landing had me white knuckling. Those winds were very good for practice. Let me put it to you that haven't had step points like that in that irregular crosswind in a long time. Needless to say, it was a lot of fun. And yeah, those power lines drive me crazy too. Welcome back, Skymatics. Let's see what the replay looks like.
Guys, are you back on my stream now?
Actually watching both.
Cool.
Not much else I can do since the sun bombed out.
Oh no. And error logs, what does the log.txt and event viewer tell you?
I'm just so nuts that I didn't even go and look. I'm just enjoying what I can see and salvaging.
Okay, right. Okay, then let me help you afterwards. We'll figure it out and fix it.
We can check tomorrow on Monday. Don't worry.
I have family over tomorrow. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to fly or stream, but we'll talk. Liam, so he's flying the 330 like the 320 system-wise. It's exactly the same thing. The FMC is upgraded in the 330, so it works better than in the 320. But Airbus is Airbus. There's no difference. Two engines, same logic, same buttons, same story. I forgot I'm streaming. I'm playing Cloudy Box's music here for the whole world. Darby, check the weather there on my screen. I mean, wow.
You're just missing everything.
Yeah. The flight factor A350 is a shell. There's nothing to it. You don't even get sits and stars with it. It is a technology demonstrator. There is at least another year or two's work that needs to go into that thing before it will even be close to what we have with some of the other aircraft that they have made. It is literally a shell. You've got two ways of looking at it. You can buy it now as an investment and hope that they upgrade it for free in the future, or you don't buy it. Well, the Magnite 787 is probably the better one of them all, but again, it's in development, so you just got to live with the bugs, you know. If you can do that, go for it. I'm not familiar with the Aviator one. I've seen the Magnite and I've read a lot about the Magnite, so I don't know if it's the same thing even. Okay, so it's the same one. Yeah. Now then, look, it's not perfect. It's far from perfect, but it's a work in progress. You just need to understand that.
Hello, I'm back.
Yeah, you're welcome. Right, so after this VOR, the SFO VOR, I'm gonna have to vector myself to get back on the RNAV approach and land.
LNAV and VNAV doing an excellent job.
It has always. The guys that have LNAV and VNAV issues didn't set up the aircraft properly, and they get so offended when we tell them, but that's the honest truth.
I was going to say earlier on, you spend so much time, and there's so much things that have been repeated about 100.
Yeah, 100 times over and over.
What runway you landing? 10 or you landing?
Yeah, 10.
Okay.
I've got 10 right. I just don't want to turn too shallow because we need to come to Stinson. Sorry, not how do you pronounce this? Stins, S-T-I-N-S, Stins. That's the little waypoint there I'm pointing at on the screen now. So Liam, that's true. I had a bit of a fight yesterday with somebody on the Explain 11 Facebook group, and I actually called him a smarty pants and I left the conversation. Yeah, unfortunately in the real world it's not that easy. You always get an asshole.
I have to say, I read all your comments that you post, and some of them you are very straight down. You know, honestly, you just tell it as.
Yeah. George, I won't mention names live on air in public, but I actually chased someone away this morning, whom we all know, and I just had enough. You know, you can only take so much crap from one person, and then you don't want any more. So I've just cut this oak out of my life. It's actually nice to do it sometime, you know, if you go and you take stock of all the people that you have in your life that you kind of tolerate them, but they've got no value and they've got no place in your life really, but you tolerate them. I just had enough. I tell you what, it's very liberating just to cut them out. Look at the crabbing that's happening here. I mean, I'm totally skew in this wind. If you look at the nose, where the nose is pointing there to 270, but we flying at 277. It's totally skew. We've got a 34 knot crosswind here as we are flying.
And that is not the most comfortable thing to have.
Yeah, definitely not. Okay, so now the only thing that bothers me is we are supposed to be at 3,500 foot when we get to the Stins. I see the FMC has worked it out a little bit differently, but I'm going to have to start to descend now. I'm wondering when this aircraft is going to do that. Oh, there we go. As I'm talking to you, I see the nose goes down. There we go. It kept me a bit high for a long time.
But it looked normal on the actual end.
Well, on the primary flight display, I'm absolutely on my path. I'm on the glide path. I don't need to be anywhere else, but it's high. It's very high. So I'm going to have to extend this leg a little bit, you know, no, it's not going down. Okay, let's do this quickly. So we just help it along a bit. See, now it needs to almost go into a proper nosedive. Oh, Liam, yes, you told me you were gonna go flying. Yeah, crabbing is real, eh? It's a funny thing when you do it or see it for the first time. And the rest of the flight, was it okay? Was it good? Ah, we're in the rain.
What's the new effect like on the windshield?
It's okay, but it's obviously in early development. So as you can see, you will see just now, it's not actually showing currently. There are moments that it shows, moments that it does not show, and so on. It does look absolutely stunning when you enable it. I think that's maybe the problem here. Let's have a look. No, it was on. It is on. Was just thinking maybe I didn't fly the same model of aircraft and it didn't save or didn't know about the rain. But George, when it actually shows, it's brilliant. It's very, very, very nice. Right, so I'm going to use the flaps to help me decelerate here a little bit because we're going to have to stay on this glide slope from here on.
I was just going to ask you, when is it about to turn?
So remember I said I had to vector myself, which is what I did. I went way out to the west and then I turned back to get to stints over here. And you can see my aircraft there on the EFB shortly, and then you'll see where I'm at, just off the chart coming back. We went way out to sea. Right, so I'm going back onto LNAV. Let's see if it takes it properly. There we go.
Glide slopes love.
Yeah.
To go.
We are picking up a different ILS here. Very interesting. Let's just quickly change the frequencies. We don't want ILS interference. We want RNAV. Okay, so there we are on the arrival now, so let's see. Or on the approach already, actually. Right, so this will take us down to 1,900 foot, and then we have to take it over from there and fly it manually, so we'll have to keep our eyes on that. As long as we can see. I'm not sure what the weather is currently.
I like the way the colors of the cloud has changed.
Kilo Sierra
nice.
Foxtrot Oscar Airport information uniform 1856 Zulu weather wind 147 at 17 gusting to 28 visibility 10 sky condition few clouds at 1200 ceiling 2800 broken ceiling 2800 broken light rain, temperature 14, dew point 8, altimeter 2952. Advise on initial contact, you have information. Uniform.
Listen to that. Listen to the ATC coming.
Kilo.
Yeah, Dave, that's possible. Listen, because of inactivity, it's thrown you out of the talk room. I'm just going to drag you back. Okay, you're back.
Is that the correct...
George, you don't press your button long enough, say again.
Yeah, I don't know what I did wrong.
No worries.
No, it just said you've got the right ILS frequency.
There is no ILS. This is... Hang on, let me see. This is an RNP approach, so there is no ILS frequency.
Okay.
The only thing I can think of is that this could also be a IAN approach, the IAN approach, or IAN approach, however you say that. And that's why we actually get the movement on the glide slope and on the localizer. I've activated approach. Let's see what it does. But if you look at, you see it doesn't take it at all. So I'm gonna have to take control now. Here we go again. Let's see.
San Francisco is a smoggy town, eh?
Yeah, and the wind here is terrible. Did you hear the voice ATC there? Did you hear? It's winds are 17, gusting 28. I mean, this is rough. This is really rough. You can feel it. I mean, it is... Wow. Yeah, I'm a bit low now. Must not go low as that. Must not go as low. Yeah, Liam.
1,000.
We're trying our best, my friend. This wind is tremendous. Guys, you have absolutely no idea. Look how it's throwing this aircraft. I mean, I am battling to keep this thing just straight, never mind anything else. I can see runways, and at this point in time I'm not even fussy. I'll just take anyone. It looks like there's two right next to each other, so we'll stick to the right hand side. But man, goodness gracious.
throwing you all over the place.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, look at the wind. It's 24, between 21 and 24 gusting. It's pushing me from the right hand to the left hand side the whole time. This is crazy. Wow.
Minimums 400.
My yoke is not still for a second. I'm steering, counter steering, steering, counter steering. At least I can see. It's not like this morning when I couldn't see. The visual aids help. Okay, now we must just do it nice.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
As long as you don't grab it.
Man, my yoke is almost full right as I'm battling this wind, landing full left rudder, almost full right on the yoke. Wow. I have not had a crosswind powerful landing like this in a long time. This is super. I can tell you guys one thing. I grew up with Microsoft Flight Simulator type of, thanks Norman, and yeah, I grew up with the normal FSX P3D stuff. I'm just gonna turn off here on this runway. I'm not bothered about etiquette right now. Thanks Liam. I have always thought to myself that is stunning simulators, and I'm not saying it's not, don't get me wrong. I have had some hair-raising landings and stuff in them as well, but I've never experienced the wind and the influence of the wind in any one of those simulators like I do in this one. Maybe I'm just stupid. It could be me that's just not paying attention. But when I fly X-plane and the Zibo, it's like I'm really there. It's different. Thank you, Mr. Campbell. I think I want to say this. It's after a landing like this that I can say I'm satisfied. I'm really satisfied. I got what I wanted.
Nice landing, man. Nice landing.
Thanks, George. Yeah, I really got what I wanted from the simulator today. Thank you, guys. Much appreciated. Oh, come now. Come on. Every time I think I've got it and then it jumps out. How difficult is it to get you back? Sorry guys, not paying attention now. Things messing me around. Right, let's. Oh goodness, you see, look, I didn't even pay attention. Oops. We were talking too much. George, you were talking about that sterile cockpit, eh? Anyway. George, are you there?
Mic off. Mic on.
Hello? George, can you hear me? George. Oh, there we go. Sorry, George, can you hear me now?
A nice impromptu stream.
Yes, sir. Well, if I can have my way, I'd like to do an American stream every Saturday evening. And I'll do the European one in the Saturday mornings.
Just push the pencil holes in, it'll should go. Yeah. When there's one person that's got to do two people's jobs, you need to be sterile.
Indeed. Thank you, Dave. Listen, I'm going to do a replay. I want to see what this was like. So you guys are welcome to stick around and enjoy it with me. And laugh with me. And then, you know, give me some comments or stuff. Whatever. You're welcome.
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. That's right, just put it down there, it's out of the way. Two dead, one red.
Oh boy, this cockpit is messed up in a replay. Look here, only one engine is supposed to be on and all these weird things. Anyway, let's look at another angle. Yeah, it's not taking me to the right runway. That's so not good. Oh, that's the closest we're gonna get. That's silly. Hang on, I think I got it now. Thanks, Liam. Yeah, no, I must say, under the circumstances, this was like super. Can any of you recall what the landing rate was? I'll have to check the video later if it actually showed or not, but can you recall maybe? Okay. Wow, that's good. Look at that. Wow. Haha, a little bit of a bounce. I'm pretty sure everybody will forgive me. Thank you. Thank you very much. 171. That's good. Ah, Flavio, thanks, man. Guys, I don't want to bore you. You are more than welcome to sit here with me, but I'm going to do a couple more replays. I want to get some more screenshots. So I'm going to be a little while longer.
I'm gonna have to go. I've got to catch up. I'm up early.
That's fine, George. Enjoy. Thank you for joining me.
Thanks for a good flight.
Thanks, man.
Cheers,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Oh, don't worry. What is a couple of foot a minute between friends? It's okay. It's still a good landing. Awesome. I'll go grab 33C later then, because this is still D. Yeah, apparently so. David, I can't tell you how much I love what just happened. This is just awesome. This was a cool flight. You won't believe it. I tried to take screenshots and the focus wasn't on X-Plane. That's why I'm redoing this one. Look at that windsock. It's almost horizontal all the time. Right, I'll end with this one. Just want to get a bit of a tower view as well. Oh, look at all that movement, eh? Yep, I'm officially proud of this one. David? Yeah. This is what I want to discuss with you. I saw your message. When I end the stream now, I can quickly jump on your PC, have a look-see. Which one? Any desk. Well, guys, that's about it for me for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me and enjoying this with me. I hope to see you guys tomorrow, and if it's not tomorrow, next week on YouTube. But remember, I stream during the week mostly on Twitch. It's just something that I've come up with that works quite easy and quickly to just get onto a stream. So you're welcome to join me there as well. The links should be in the description below the video. And as always, I hope you have a very, very good week, guys. Bye bye. Bye bye, Flavio.